beautiful butterfly. I have a confession to make. My goal is to encourage a lot of you guys with as much positive information as I can, and also encouraging you to be more self-compassionate. What I love about self-compassion is that you don't have to do things perfectly. People don't have to change. Circumstances don't have to change. You just have to treat yourself with more love and kindness to be able to get through the struggle. Because positivity is amazing, but I also think that there is value in acknowledging pain, acknowledging something that's difficult, and not making yourself feel bad because it's hard for you. So I definitely promote lots of self-compassion for your own unique struggle. We all have pain. No one has a monopoly on pain. And it's important to acknowledge your pain. I feel like that helps you to heal quicker than denial, or minimizing your pain, or thinking that, oh, I shouldn't feel this way. So I mention a lot of things to you, and I'm sure you find this for yourself too. You could be real good promoters, real good encouragers to others, but lack in applying that same information that I shared to you for yourself. And I could be a cheerleader for you, but not so much for myself. So I want to be careful, definitely when I come on here, not to come off as some guru and that I got it all together, and that I'm not still in the process, the ongoing work in progress when it comes to these things. Because sometimes I'll look at my videos and I'll be like, wow, that was really encouraging. And, I'm like, I'm not doing that. And that is the goal. It's not just to be a cheerleader for you guys, but a cheerleader for myself. So one of the things I wanted to confess about, I've gotten better at looking at the things that I do well. And what I need more work on is the forgiveness part. Because things happen, we're not perfect. I'm not perfect. So anyway, as I'm doing these videos and getting them ready for you guys, and I look back at them, I find myself not focusing as much on the words of what I'm saying, but focusing on how I look, especially my neck. When I first got married, I was real small, and I had some mental health issues, depression and anxiety, where I was taking some medication, and the medication added on quite a bit of weight, which for the first time in my life, I started dealing with insecurities when it came to how I looked and gaining weight. And then 2014, right around the time or after that I went natural, I did a healthy lifestyle change. So I lost a lot of weight, which definitely helped me gain confidence. But within a year of that, I found out I was pregnant, and you know how that story goes. And I know it doesn't go that way for all women, but for me, definitely, I gained a lot of weight. And so after I had my son, it became a challenge to keep up with the healthy lifestyle when it was just my husband and I, and then you add a child in there. And I also found out after I had my son that I had thyroid issues. So saying all that to say is I just feel really self-conscious when I look back at the videos, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my neck looks so huge. So I am coming on here and practicing what I tell you and forgiving myself for focusing on something superficial. It's not uncommon for women or any of us to poke at things about us that are physical, but I am going to commit to focusing more on what I have to say, which I'm sure and I hope that most people will pay more attention to than my neck. And you probably weren't even paying attention to my neck until I brought it to your attention now, but that's what I am going to commit to. So I kind of did two parts in that exercise, and actually I could do the third one, which is I'm proud of the fact that I am sharing this with you so that you can be helped if this is something you struggle with. And I'm also proud of the fact that I was able to transform that into something that I could commit to doing better for the next time. Because another thing I've learned on this journey is that, I'm a recovering perfectionist, and it can be so easy to just focus on, I want to stop this, I want to eliminate it. And that can make it very difficult, because then you feel like you constantly have to start over instead of, wait, okay, this came up, this perfectionist part, this critical part, what can I transform it into? So that's why I also say that, this is an ongoing transformation journey that we're doing outside and in. I feel it starts inside. And that makes it a lot more realistic and reasonable to focus on, if something comes up, what can I transform it into, instead of I can't have it come up at all. Then you just get stuck at that spot instead of using that energy to make it into something better. So that was my message for today. I hope you enjoyed it. And if you're struggling with being critical with yourself, or a perfectionist, or focusing on parts of your body that you don't like, be patient with yourself and have compassion. It is hard. We do see many things out there that encourage us to focus more attention on the physical, but there are more to us than our hair, than our physical. Who we are on the inside is what really matters. So give yourself some compassion today.